Hi beautiful people, it's me. Today is Monday, and yeah, everybody hates Mondays. I was kind of lazy today, went to the doctor this morning, and then after that I kind of just like chilled and I just got through finished reading a new book. And literally 5 minutes ago I jumped up and grabbed my mom's flip cam and came in here to do this video. And it's called Crash Into Me by Borris. And here is the cover. You can see this. Yeah, I really like the cover, like the snake on his arm and stuff. It's really pretty. And there's the back, the little sun. I really like this cover. So, I've never heard of Borris before. I'm definitely going to check out his other books now because I really enjoyed this. Really. I would give it 4 out of 5 stars probably. Yeah. It was good, but it wasn't amazing, but it was really good. One of the reasons that I wanted to read this is because Ellen Hopkins reviewed it. Her review was on the front, and Ellen Hopkins is, if you've ever heard of her, she wrote Burned and Impulse and Crank and Glass and Identical and Tricks, and she writes in the poetry, and she has the big books. They're really thick, but there's not a lot of words on each page, so you flip through them like crazy, and they're so good. If you've not read any of Ellen Hopkins' books, you need to check her out because she is amazing. So, I'm going to read the back to you, and then we'll go from there. Owen, Frank, Audrey, and Jen Ann have one thing in common. They all want to die. When they meet online after each attempts suicide and fails, they make a deadly pact. They will escape together on a summer road trip to visit the sites of celebrity suicides, and at their final destination, they will do themselves in. As they drive cross country, bonding over their dark impulses, sharing their deepest secrets and desires, living it up, hooking up, and becoming true friends, each must decide whether life is worth living or if there's no turning back. This also was very depressing. I really need to change that, like I said in my other video. I think this is going to be my last best sad book. I mean, not the last sad book I review, but the last sad book I read for a while. I need to change my mood of things. It really was good, though. I could not put it down. I flipped. At the beginning, it was kind of slow, but after I got, midways, I really couldn't stop. I brought it to the doctor with me this morning, and I was reading it in there. It's very, very good, and, the characters are, I don't want to give too much away, but I'll tell you a little bit about each character. The main character is Owen on the cover, and one thing I hate about what books do is the people on the cover look nothing like what they describe in the book, and I don't understand this, at all. Why do they do that? In the book, they describe this girl, Audrey, as, she has a buzz cut, and they describe her as this dykey chick who's all big and tough and sarcastic, and look how she looks like a freaking ballerina. Look at that. It ticks me off. And Owen's hot on the cover, and it doesn't really describe him as hot. It kind of describes him as little and geeky and has no confidence and all this stuff. Anyway, I'll start describing them. Owen is the narrator, and he is about 15, and he is really has no self-confidence. He's just lonely, and he's been really suicidal ever since his brother died, and he can't really get over that. And his dad moved away and doesn't talk to them, left his mama, cheated on his mama, and moved away, and he's just got all these, horrible issues, and he just doesn't know how to deal with them. And he just wants to end his life. He's tried to kill himself a bunch of times. And then there's Janae. I think that's how you say her name. It's probably Janae, but it's spelled Jin-A. So I've been saying Janae, but it's probably Janae. But anyway, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I think she's Korean, and she's lesbian, and she's older. I think she's 17, and her parents like, she's really scared of telling her parents because she knows that they'll, like, disown her and stuff. So she's just kind of, like, in the closet. But she opens up to these 4 friends because, you know, they meet in the chat room. And then Aubrey is another girl, and she's, like I told you, she has, like, a buzz cut, and she listens to Nirvana, and she's really sarcastic and tough, and she's, like, I picture her, like, really dykey, like, not very pretty, but on the cover she's gorgeous, so I don't know. I might have got a twisted view of her. And then there's Frank, and Frank is older. He's probably about 17, and he's like an alcoholic, I think. He has a really bad drug, and he's obsessed with sports, but he's not that cute, and he doesn't have a lot of friends, and he has really bad self-esteem, and he basically every night he gets trashed, and it's really bad. And anyway, I'm not going to tell you, like, well, you probably already guessed. Oh. Anyway, I'm just not even going to say that. But anyway, sorry. This book is really, 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 really good. It's sad. I didn't cry, but, you know, they're so open about how they just talk about killing themselves, like, so casually and everything, and it's really heartbreaking. And, you know, Owen, the main character, like, I identified with him the most because, you know, he's young and he's lonely, and, you know, he just has no self-esteem, and he just feels like he doesn't know what to do, you know, so he just wants silence, he says. And I know a lot of people can, like, identify with that, you know, a little bit, you know. It's a good book. It's really strong and powerful, and it's his first novel, too, and he did really well. A lot of authors' first novels are really good a lot of the time, and I think you'll really like this. It's not that big. It's not that big at all. It has 257 pages. It's not that big. So it's like that thick. I finished it in like 2 days. I'm not going to tell you what happens at the end, if they do it or not. You'll find out. But it shows, like, all through the book it shows their, like, it doesn't tell you what they talk about. It just starts off with them already on the trip, so you don't find out, like, what they talked about on the internet and stuff. So all through the book it has, like, their conversations on the internet and stuff, so you can, like, get caught up with what they talked about and everything. And it's just really good. It's really interesting, and you learn a lot about suicide in this. It has lots of suicide facts and lots of celebrities that you find out a lot about celebrities that, like, killed themselves and stuff. It's kind of depressing, but it's interesting, and it's dark, but it's good. It's good. I love road trips, and they take a road trip. I'm like a big road trip freak. So, and you know, adventure always happens on a road trip with teenagers. So it's really good. I think you'll like it. It's 4 out of 5 stars. It's really good. But yeah, just check it out. I really like it. It's called Crash Into Me by Borris. And I'm sure I've seen this, like, in stores, like in Walmart and stuff. It's pretty popular. I don't think it was expensive. I borrowed this from my friend, but it couldn't have been more than like $10. But it's really good. So, with that aside, I just want to tell you guys how much fun I'm having doing this YouTube thing. Like, I think I'm addicted, honestly. Like, it's so freaking fun. And then one of my friends that I just had met gave me a shout out the other day, and I freaked out. I was like, oh my god, that is so nice, you know. It was really, really awesome. And then I entered one of the giveaways that they did. I want to do that soon too. Give a book away once I get some money and buy a book. But it's been really, really fun. And I've only been doing it like a week, you know. And I've had so many, you know, supportive people. And I've seen so many interesting people. And it's just really fun. It's I can see why my mom was so obsessed with it like a couple years ago. But I always made fun of her and stuff and said she needed to get into the real world. But I understand it now. It's like so fun. And like the reading community is just so interesting. And I cannot wait to jump in and read all these books and review them and get ideas and see what you guys have read. I'm really excited. But anyways, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.